When
so
I'm
will
in,
that give me that display if I press the T?
yeah, it'll give you the treat display.
So, okay.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is go to bar, because that's the next grouping. And again, bar has A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? The next grouping, which is extremely important, I believe, for acupuncturists, is the Reminger. You're going to see Reminger 1 through 12. Now, for all of the acupuncturists out there, you remember how the circadian rhythm goes. Lung, large intestine, stomach, spleen. Heart, small intestine, urinary bladder, kidney, what is it? Triple warmer, pericardium, or pericardium, triple warmer, urinary bladder, and kidney. 1 through 12. That's exactly what Reminger has found. In his 1 through 12, what he has done is they have programmed the perfect hertz to treat body acupuncture points. So you have a body acupuncture point in the stomach meridian. You're going to go to R3, lung, large intestine, stomach. And that way you can treat that particular stomach 36. You may want to change the power up to 40 volts rather than 20 volts, but you're at the perfect frequency for that meridian. And that's what makes this machine so fascinating. Okay? So I'm going to then keep it on Reminger for the time being. Okay? Again, going back to the M
So
mode.
you've kept it on, you've pressed, you had it on Reminger.
And I went back to M, and now when I treat, I'm always going to be in Reminger.
Okay, so when you press
see.
treat, it shows you...
Yeah, it shows you what strength, what hertz, and whose variables you're in.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm in Reminger. If I want to
When you
change that again...
press on that again, S, and then I see S up there. What does that mean? You don't know. Stim mode.
Stim mode, yeah. Stim mode, Reminger, 20 volts, 64.4.
And it's still in ear.
Yeah, it's still in ear. Now, I'd have to take it, of course, and put it into body if I wanted to, you know, and that's how do I put it into body? Remember what we did to put it into body. We did editing there. Okay. Now, do I want to stay in Reminger? Maybe I'm on another meridian. Okay, well, you can stay in Reminger just simply going again, up or down, but you cannot get out of Reminger and go into bar or Noget or the French mode unless you go back to this screen here, in which again we edit. And again, do I want to edit the waveform? No, I don't want to edit the waveform. Do I want to edit the frequency? Yes, I want to get out of Reminger. Again, first thing I do, go back to the French or Noget or bar or Reminger. I like to stay in Noget, and personally, because I work on musculoskeletal problems, I usually leave mine in Noget C for musculoskeletal. Okay? What else can I do? I'm not an electrician, so I don't know exactly what IMP is. It has something to do, and I think it has something to do with the waveform. It's in here. I don't ever change it.
It says here, over impedance, adjusting the pulse width.
Yeah, and I don't ever change the pulse width. Because I probably don't know what I'm doing. But as for your questions, every one of them is answered in the book. The book will tell you, but sometimes it takes somebody the first time to show you this.
Right.
Okay? So I usually leave that alone. So now I'm back to, what do I want to change? I'm back to Noget C, and I'm going to keep it in Noget C. Now again, when I find a point and I treat a point, I'm in Noget C. If I find an organ point and I want to treat it, I have to be in a treat mode and then go to Noge B, which
Right.
is for the organs. And again, it'll give you the hertz and what area of the ear they're good for in the booklet that you get with this.
Okay.
Okay? So now we've got the sound,
So
now
that's
we've got the
that's
treatment, we've been able to change the things that we've been able to change. And the next question is, what do I do with it? Well, a couple things. Number one, if you want to, you can clip this on the back so that you can carry it along with you on your belt. I don't recommend doing that. I don't really think it's such a great idea. Number two, this machine will stay on for 2 minutes without you doing anything to it. Adjusting frequencies, adjusting, treating. But after 2 minutes, it's going to shut off. It has an automatic timer cutoff switch, which is going to save your battery. Okay?
Okay.
Number three is when you break it down, it is incredibly important that you do not take it and put it in your box like that,
Which I've
throw it
already
in
done.
a plastic bag, and take it home. Again, remember, the one thing that you have to pay special attention to in any machine is correctly keeping your wires straight. So, your handheld unit goes back. Your blue wire gets stretched. Neatly put back into its plastic bag.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. Otherwise, what you're going to do is you're going to have a machine that probably is going to crink up at the wires, and within 3 years or 2 years, could probably give you some trouble, whereas I still have the very first Schwal Medico device that I've ever had, which is 9 years ago, simply because I took the time to make sure that I took care of the wires. Number three, when you put this in, make sure that you have, number one, cleaned off any crud that you have there. Number two, put your protector on. Put the machine back in and set it back up so that the wires fit in there perfectly.
Put that in there. It's looking good.
This goes on top of there. This goes on top of there. This goes on here.
Now you can shove it in your bag.
Now you can take it
Off you go.
down the street.